Not the only one, of course, brushing off this whole debt thing. Critics say that the presidential candidates aren't even touching this. They're leaving it all on the sideline, to Carl Paladino, who says there's at least one candidate making the deficit a focal point. Carl, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Charles.
What candidate has the guts to talk about this?
Well, I think between the lines, you've seen Trump talking about a day when he's president and he's created so many jobs and he's brought this economy all kinds of new strength and fortitude to go forward. And at that point, our GDP is going to exceed that debt increase every year, and we're going to see a much better life in America.
What a lot of people are worried about, though, Carl, is because the debt has already reached such an amazing, mind-boggling level that it'd be tough to get the GDP to grow. You know, we've got to spend a certain amount of money every year to pay the interest.
And I think the point is that there's no other way to do it. You've got to create jobs. That whole era of sending jobs overseas, maybe it's time we shut it down. Okay, shut down China, shut down Japan. Not shut them down totally, but shut down that growth that they've been taking for us. I forget 640 manufacturing companies closed in the period of Obama's reign here in the States, and I don't think that there is any other answer to this mind-boggling debt that we've assembled right now, but to expand that economy quickly. And the way to do it is to bring jobs back to America, put people to work on infrastructure, get the infrastructure rebuilt in this country, and spread that wealth out to all Americans, all the middle class.
Although it is easier said than done. Right. I mean, in other words,
everything's always
if we go into a trade war with Mexico, China, and Japan, and we put tariffs on their products and they put tariffs on ours, can we go back to the good old days when America didn't need the rest of the world? We can just build this wall around us. We manufacture goods here. We sell it to Americans, and we all live happily ever after. Or are we too entrenched in a global economy right now?
I think those are the words of those who believe that America is lesser than it really is. America is the most powerful nation on earth. The wealth and strength of this nation has grown so vastly, and in the last few presidencies, we've seen a decline. Since Ronald Reagan, we haven't really been attending to that economy. Right. We've carelessly let our industry go and expand overseas and try to prop up other governments at great cost to our future. We have to always be strong, and then we can carry a big stick and we can handle our foreign affairs. That way we can help these nourishing countries avoid all the disasters that the tribal wars between them bring on by being the tough guy and being the strong guy, because we're good people. And good
there's
people
no doubt.
do the right thing.
I agree. We've spent trillions of dollars and we've lost countless lives being the policemen of the world. We've had the Marshall Plan. We've brought people back. We've brought former enemies. We've helped them rehabilitate their economy. So I agree with you. America, no country has ever done for the world what we have. We've fed the world, we've policed the world, and we've helped educate the world. But I'm saying,
and then we came and told the world, oh well, we've taken advantage of you. This
whole guilt trip is ridiculous. I mean, listen, I'm with you on that. The idea that somehow we should feel guilty for our success and we should curb it. And I do agree, we're the best country in the world right now. But everyone knows that we're not what we were. Everyone understands that. And what I'm trying to figure out is, can there be this policy's got to be such that we can grow our economy, but also still be, if I make a car, I like to be able to sell it not just to the hundreds of millions of people here, but to the billions of people around the world as well.
And you will be able to do that.
Let me talk to you about the election. It's the latest Fox News poll has Donald Trump and Ben Carson essentially neck and neck. Cruz has come on really nicely. We still have that anti-outsider kind of thing going. We talked about Kasich earlier. He came out with his economic plan. A lot of speculation now who might be the VP. Who should be the VP? If Donald Trump gets a nomination, who should be his vice president? Have you spoken to him about it?
Is there any question?
There's no questions. Where do I sign up?
Are you a doubter?
Have you spoken to Trump about it?
Oh, we will be speaking.
You will be speaking with him about it? I mean, listen, you're a very successful person in your own right, and I think you and Donald Trump share a whole lot together. As VP, would you be able to say, hey, occasionally, Donald Trump, you're wrong on this? would you say, would you go to him right in his face and say, on this particular issue, you're wrong?
Yes. I think it was a few days ago, Ted Cruz gave an awesome speech on the floor of the Senate. It was awesome. And he talked about the picture from 60,000 feet up in the air. And I'm going to make sure that Donald sees that and understands the magnitude of what lies ahead. I think Don has all the qualities of leadership. When you ask me about Mr. Carson, he's a wonderful man. But does he have those leadership qualities? Because this country needs leadership right now. It needs to be led. And I would love to see a Trump Cruz ticket.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people agree with you on that as well. Carl Paladino. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, John.